Hey everyone, welcome to what I've learned this week. This lesson is something that I've been learning every week of my life since I basically started working with kids. And it's something that I've wanted to share for a long time, and I guess I finally have found the impetus to put it in a message because I think it's something we all have the power to do, and I want to give you that power. If you've ever wondered how you can make a difference in a child's life, this is how. And I don't mean make a difference as in donate $30 a month to feed a child in Africa, although that is super important. This is something else. This is how you can make a lasting, long-term, eternal difference in the child's life. I think some of you might have read Don Miguel Ruiz's book, The Four Agreements, and one of the agreements he talks about is being impeccable with your word. And that's incredibly important, and I agree. I think it's a great agreement. But there's something that I've learned with children about how much more powerful that is. Now, I've dedicated my life to helping kids believe in their magic. So I've seen this, and I've seen how important your word is with kids. But you too, no matter what kid you talk to, no matter how quick your interaction with a child is, you have this power. So let me explain. Can you think back to a time when you were a kid where someone said something to you that was either positive or negative, and it really defined your path? I think you could. I personally can. I am astounded how one sentence by one person when I was a child has actually affected my life. A good example for me was when I was in 6th grade. I was playing basketball on the top basketball court, and someone said to me, "You love yourself." Now, I would have thought that that would be a good thing, but it was the tone that that was said with that has affected my entire life. It's taking me in the present tense, years and years and years of hard work to understand that loving yourself is actually a good thing. I have to remind myself that every day when I don't want to sleep quite properly, I want to push myself too hard, I want to exercise too hard, I want to not give myself the self-love and focus on other people. I do that because I believed in my head, because of that one statement, that loving yourself was a bad thing because you love yourself. Now, if that had been, you really love yourself, that's beautiful, I can't even begin to think how different my path would be. Every week, I work with hundreds of kids, and I get an example every week at least once of how the word of an adult has affected a child. Last weekend, I was working with some kids, and we were doing some very fantasy magic stuff, and I said to the group of kids, I want to give you something that you can hold on to deep inside of here. And this girl, Sarah, and I remember her and I will never forget her, said, "You can't give something to me because I'll just break it." Do you really think that she decided that? Or is that something that an adult, potentially her parents, has reinforced over and over again? I can't give you anything because you'll just break it. What sort of adult will she become that she believes that you can't give me anything because I'll just break it? She won't give herself stuff. She won't be willing to accept stuff. She will probably put a wall up to anyone that ever wants to give her love because she'll just break it. You may think I'm being dramatic, but look back at your life. What was said to you, and how has that damaged you, for want of a better word, and hindered you in living a pure and innocent life? So, it's kind of scary when we realize how much we can affect this path. Imagine instead if her adult influence had said, "I want to trust you with this. I know you messed up last time, but I want to trust you with this." Imagine the adult that would grow up going, "Okay, I mess up sometimes, but I'm worthy of trust." How easy it is to make that change. When you realize how serious this power is, it's almost deafening and blunt. I sometimes feel scared to say things to kids because I don't know how it's going to affect them, and I'm so careful with my words. But in the same way, if you embrace that and you really hold on to that, just think what a difference you could make. You see a child in a setting like it, you might go to a kid's birthday party and there's a kid that can't quite get the game, but you say to them, That's okay. You'll get it next time. Don't worry about it. We all mess up. You got it. That's going to give them a sense. You never know. That might keep them going for the rest of their life, thinking, it's okay if we mess up. I can do it better next time. Rather than you being like, oh, you can't do that, can you? I can't do that. I can't do that. That's the message. So you might think I'm being dramatic, but I want to give you the opportunity now to look back when you were a child. Think about the things that you're defensive about. Do you put up walls to love? Do you think you can't do things? Do you think that you're not worthy of stuff? Think about when you were a child and what was said to you, maybe over and over again, or maybe just once, and how that's affected your life. Maybe give yourself the chance to forgive yourself, because it was just something an adult who didn't know any better, just like we as adults now, we don't get how profound that is. So maybe forgive them and forgive you and start working on the healing. But more importantly, I want you to embrace this incredible opportunity you have. Next time you're around a child, think, how can I make a difference in this child's life forever? It's really easy. It's easier than you could ever imagine. Just by saying to that kid, I believe in you. You can do that. Don't worry, try again next time. You're able to make a difference in that child's life. In the same way, be careful. If you're having a bad day and a kid gets in your way and they ask for your help and you go, I can't be bothered with you, think about how that might affect them forever. The same way that it's affected us in our little paths of misdirection. Set a kid on a good path. Make a difference in their life forever. Say something that's going to change their life for good. Have a wonderful week. Believe in your magic, and don't let any adult say anything mean to you either, because we're all little kids inside.